Also joining us in the studio to take a look at this unfortunate killing is a security expert, Dickson Osajie. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Nice being here.
Happy to have you. Although on unfortunate grounds, the comment you just heard from the spokesperson of Afenifere saying that the Yoruba land is under attack, and the OPC leader, Gani Adams, is also known as saying a similar, towing similar line. Doesn't this worry you? Isn't it hitting up the polity?
Well, I will not conclude by saying he's hitting up the polity. The truth is that Nigeria is under attack. The state of insecurity is on the high rise. From the southwest, from the northeast, from the south-south, from the northwest, all nooks and crannies. The state of insecurity is on the high rise. The death of Funke is so painful, and we are not glad to hear that news. We saw the response from our ex-president, Goodluck Jonathan. We also saw the response from Obasanjo, Atiku. Living people were responding to this death. This calls for serious application of security measures because it has touched home and the elites. That is why people are crying a lot. Nigerians are dying every day. The fatherless, the motherless, those who don't have who to speak for them are dying every day. It's quite regrettable that this has touched home, and at this time around it touched one of our leaders. That is the Afenifere leader. It's highly condemnable. The attack is highly condemnable, but I'm worried about the response from the presidency. Who concluded the investigation? Yeah,
that was going to be my second question to you. Actually, the presidency is quoting the state police commander saying that this crime was committed by armed robbers who also double as kidnappers. Now, do you expect that this case, because they've taken that position, that the case is now foreclosed, or the police, in your opinion, as a security expert, will look beyond that possibility? You
see, the police respond to the presidency, and there's possibility that the truth will be hidden from us. For the presidency to come on board and conclude that they are armed robbers and kidnappers is unacceptable. They need to give room for investigation and thorough findings. You don't come on air and just conclude, and incident that transpired yesterday. And between 24 hours, you've concluded. That means the armed robbers are in your custody. If the armed robbers are not in your custody, that means you are playing with the nation. The presidency should leave that statement that is they are committed by armed robbers or kidnappers. They should activate immediate investigations, which I believe they have started, and the findings should be made known to the public, because this is not supposed to go on.
Do you see the possibility of maybe a press conference by the police in in a few days, because this is like a matter of real urgency?
It's a matter of real urgency because of fear of reprisal attack, which I believe the Yoruba kingdom will not take lightly. The lady is 58 years old. The father has contributed to the success of this country, and we learned she went to visit her dad, and on her way back she was killed. You see, when I analyze the incident that transpired, you see, you can't just put it on armed robbers or kidnappers, because the kidnappers are there to make money. They are not there to just kill. We have what we call express kidnappers. If peradventure they are express kidnappers, they wouldn't have killed her. All they would have just done, they would have just back out from the actions. I presume she's dead. She's the only one that can respond to that. But people who are within that environment when this transpired, they need to also extract a statement and information from them as well, so that we know what truly went wrong. Because I'm not there, you're not there, we're hearing from both sides of the coin. But from security point of view, I think that was a deliberate attack. It was a deliberate attack. And the killers must have carried out what we call intensive surveillance on her, known her location, where she's seated, and how to take her out. But adventure, they want to kidnap her or they want to assassinate her straight away. But it's quite regrettable.
In a general sense, this is not the reason this conversation is so high is because of the personality involved. But on a daily, Nigerians are killed, they're kidnapped, they're robbed, and all of that. In an overall sense, as the security expert, do you think that the handling of the insecurity in this country by the government is robust enough?
The presidency, I must say, they are paying absenteeism to the state of insecurity in this country. Now, when you go to the Global Terrorism Index, Nigeria is the third most dangerous country in the world, terrorism-wise. After Iraq, Afghanistan, Nigeria is number 3. we are not paying attention to those report cards. Now, the space in which these Fulani guys metamorphosed, or this herdsmen metamorphosed from peaceful stick carrying people to arm carrying people is worrisome. I was born in the north, I grew up in the north. These guys move with sticks. I don't know where they got this PD training to carry arms and ammunition to start terrorizing people. And it's quite regrettable that the government itself, they are not even paying attention to the insecurity in the country. Now, we are looking at a spate of insecurity, we are bringing in Ruga. What is Ruga going to do for this country? In security management or in risk management, just what we call risk priority. Asset identification and priority. Now, for any country to survive, you first of all identify the assets. When we talk about assets, humans, we are all assets. Because the way we are looking at things now, we are putting animals before human. That is a wrong priority. When you talk about hierarchy of control, human comes first, information comes second, image comes first, property comes last, because human beings are irreplaceable. Information are irreplaceable. Image are also irreplaceable, because when your information is gone, you can't retrieve it back. When you tarnish your image, it's so hard for you to retrieve it back. That is hierarchy of protection. We are not looking at that hierarchy. All we are looking at just how to settle these animals, settle this cow. Nigeria is not meant for that.
There's something, before I let you go, there is this statement made by the spokesperson of Afenifere that I missed out drawing your attention to, and that's the call on the president to relinquish his position as the patron of Miyetti Allah, because it seems to be giving a cloak of, giving them some sort of
power of autonomy.
Exactly. Do you think that is the case? Do you agree with him? And how do we...
100%. When you look at the last vote that was casted, the millions of votes the president scored was not casted by all the Fulanis. We put in all the Fulanis in Nigeria, they're not up to that votes. So if you as a president, you are heading an organization that are perpetrating acts, criminal acts to the country is very, very unacceptable. The person that made that statement is correct. The president needs to relinquish that position because he is the president of Nigeria, not the Fulani Kingdom. Neither is he the president of the Miyetti Allah. He's the president of this federation. But if the president is not ready to take action, the fog of war are gathering everywhere in Nigeria. We're getting different news every day, every time. Killings here, killing there, assassination, kidnapping. And the presidency, the government are not paying more attention to that. What they are trying to do now is to bring in another problem, colonize people's land, bring in Ruga, force Ruga on us. It's not acceptable. I'm from the Isha Kingdom. If you want to bring in Ruga to my state, then give me like 2 million acres in the north. Let me go and farm my village mill there. So it's really, really unacceptable. The government needs to sit down, come back to the drawing board. Nigeria is on fire because the spate of war is really gathering.
I must say thank you very much for coming on the news and sharing your thoughts with us.
Nice being here.
All right, thank you very much.